on holidays and you don't even celebrate them and don't receive shit. Yeah. That's pretty generous.
Yeah, no, it's actually nice because at one point when my mom was celebrating, you know, I would just ask for stuff that she wanted. Cause it ain't no point of me getting money for my birthday and I gotta get her something the next day. You feel me?
Oh, so what you would just be like, hey, can I get some money, and then spend it on her? No, I did that.
Yeah, like, I'll be 10 years old asking, like, you know, they ask me what I want. I just tell her some mini blondes. Yeah.
No, the last couple of birthdays, whatever money I got from family members on my birthday. My mom's birthday is the next week, so I'll just get her shit with that. Yeah. Just so it make it seem like I actually tried.
Right, yeah. You the only 13-year-old getting candles from Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works sucks. I used to think it was actually a cheat code. I was like, damn, why doesn't everybody get stuff from their mom here? That should be breaking people's skin out, and like, it sucks. Fuck Bath and Body Works. This is coming straight from the mouth of Anthony Moore.
No, man, I fuck with Bath and Body Works, man. I don't mind the rare shit. I'm gonna smell like lavender. But shit, what's up, y'all?
You Muslim, you supposed to make your own oils, bro. This girl think he making breakfast. It's like, oh, you making eggs? I'm making oils, nigga. I'm about to be on Fulton Street with my toes out.
Man, what's up, y'all? I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the We Want More podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante Morris.
I'm Maxwell.
And Pepsi, he is on vacation, man. We definitely gonna miss him today, man. Shit, it's back-to-back weeks without a member. Pepsi, he is, and he's in the DMV with his cousins this week, so you won't see him flopping around on the couch. We on episode 58.
Is it?
Yeah.
I always forget, we didn't do the intro.
Yeah, we on episode 58, man. Please be sure to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to this on, whether that be on Apple or Spotify. If you could, please scroll down, stop right now, give us 5 stars. That'd definitely be appreciated. And if you got some words for us, leave a review, man. Drop some words, man, and tell other people why they need to listen to this. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to that. Let me see if we don't have any community events that we know about this week, but please, man, if y'all know what any events going on, wherever city you're located in, please share that with us so we could share that with the world. You know, I mean, if we could reach one more person and help them know about that community event, let us know. We definitely appreciate that. Let's see, show announcements. We had, I
don't want to talk about it.
I mean, well, at least it was the last one for the year.
Yeah. I'm tired of self-promotion. I'm over it for right now. Holiday season's coming up. I'm done.
It couldn't have been that bad. It was rough.
That's why I want to talk about it.
All right. Well, did you get some food there after?
What the part that I don't want to talk about it?
All right. Well,
so what was you wearing? Well, when it happened, was you drinking? Did you make flirty eyes at him? No, I said no, nigga.
Well, my shows, where we at? November 16th, I'll be in Baltimore. November 16th, man, I'll be in Baltimore. So if anybody is in the DMV area, shit, yeah, even if y'all want to travel up from the V, I don't know how close Virginia is to Maryland, but shit, if you're in the area,
close enough.
Yeah, if y'all in the area and y'all want to pull up, November 16th, I'll be out there headlining. And then November 21st to 23rd, I'll be featuring for Sam Morrell in Cleveland. Anybody in the North Ohio region, come pull up on us, man. It'll be a good time. But other than that, what's up with you? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm alright. I can't complain. I'm doing good. Me and my sister, we finally talking again.
That's good.
Yeah. Me and my little sister, we made up, so we in a better space. So that's cool. She just randomly called me one day. This shit was crazy. She randomly, I had a few times where she called me, but it was actually a pocket doll. Cause my name, my name is A, so it's probably the first one in her contacts. So she pocket dolled me, and I just hear her laughing, having a good time with other people. I'm like, damn, so you can be nice.
Yeah. That scares me. I get pocket dolls all the time. I don't think I've ever pocket dolled any. Well, I have, but that shit scares me that I might be out
doing something you're not supposed to.
Yeah, or just talking about Israel, and then I call somebody that like I call my boss or something. I'm like, they kill the children, and then next Monday morning I don't got a job.
I'm on the street.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So we made up. She just randomly called me and was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know I miss you and I love you.
That's nice.
Yeah, that shit
that's
was
very.
Yeah,
that's very like young. I think teenage girls have that kind of insight. Teenage boys have no kind of brain.
Yeah.
I wish I was that smart when I was a kid.
Right. Yeah, because if it was like my little brother and 17-year-old in Philly,
he'd be calling you his op and shit.
Yeah,
he
would have been trying to backdoor me. So it's cool that me and my sister, we actually made up, and that made me happy. I know it made my mom happy. Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. But other than that, what else happened?
What do y'all do for Thanksgiving times? Is there a holiday like a Muslim equivalent?
No, but shit, I still celebrate.
Who cooks?
My mom.
Oh, okay. So I think that's good because it's an American thing. It's not a religious thing.
Yeah, she might not celebrate, but she's still my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta eat.
That's some only child shit to say. You got a sister, but how long was you an only child for?
We're 15 years apart.
Damn. So you almost made it to college with fucking full support.
No, but but that's the nice thing because once I hit that age of being able to cook myself and find my own food, my mom had to start over again.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be because now you can't say, "Oh, find yourself something to eat. I don't feel like cooking or not." Well, shit, what's she gonna eat? Yeah. So that was nice.
Yeah, I had to basically.
How many siblings you got?
I only got one younger sibling, but you basically have to just share whatever you got going on. Like if you find a way to like do something or like you find a snack, you can't just eat it by yourself. Like I'm not allowed to be selfish. I am nowadays.
Other than that, I don't know. The week was cool, man. I had some shows as usual. Shows was it's been an up and down week of shows. I did one show in Brooklyn. I was telling you about the other night. The microphone wasn't working, so I had to go no mic on them. Damn,
how much time did you do with no?
I probably did. I did like 15 maybe.
Damn,
I did like 15 no mic, but because it was, and I love my people. But it's like it's certain things where it's like when you stop doing these shows and niggas be like, "Oh, you Hollywood, you feel like you too good for us." It's like we just asking for simple stuff. Why can't you do a mic check before the show starts? Just is it too much to just make sure everything works? So the mic, it was just going off and the pitch was just off and it was throwing me off mentally because I'm standing right next to the speaker and I'm wondering, am I too loud? Am I too low? So the only thing I could control is my voice. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go without this. And
doing black shows is probably like that shit makes me stay in comedy because they just throw curveballs at you like, all right, we got no mic today.
Bro, that shit is like, doing a black show, it's like America's Next Top Model for niggas.
Or like a nigga from like that hasn't done comedy since 1999 just come in and bump you and shit.
Yeah.
Like nah, Cristobal Ramirez is here. Like who the fuck? What are you talking about? Nah, he was a Latin HBO best comic like in the 90s.
Yeah,
like,
no, could you ever watch that America's Next Top Model? Like how how Tyra Banks, she'll have these niggas, she'll have them walking down the runway with heels on, but it'll be like a guillotine swinging back and forth or like just some wild obstacles to throw you off. And that's how it be at black shows.
I never seen that before. Oh, actually, no. They did rollerblade. No, they was roller skating and trying to model. Yeah. And they was getting mad at the girls. Like, you're not going to make it if you can't roller skate and make a face. These bitches is crying and shit.
Yeah, that's
mean.
That's how that shit be. Where it's like, I got to tell jokes, but at the same time, I got to dodge this tiger jump through a hoop of fire. It's just like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah, like somebody be talking and they be like, yo, you can't tell them to shut up because this is a drug dealer's daughter. He's financing the whole thing. Yeah. What are you talking about? No, this is the mayor's daughter right here. You can't tell her to stop talking. Just random shit. Yeah. Not getting paid. That's the real thing that bothered me.
What, not getting paid?
Not getting paid.
I know, that's why when we was at the food looked amazing, man.
But you cannot take the food.
Yeah, they had oxtail mac and cheese. And like that shit was looking amazing, especially like it was in Brooklyn. So I know I know the right person was chefing it up, but I was like, if I take some of this might come out of my pay.
Yeah, absolutely will. Yeah. It might be your pay. It might be like, I mean, you said you wanted food. Yeah, the amount of times I've done a show, my stomach goes growling, and I still didn't get fucking the money.
Right now, all of a sudden, because I wanted to get something to eat, now y'all just start charging wings for $100.
That's the thing, though. Like, I just feel like it's not that I don't trust black people. I don't trust white people either. But when I do business with them, I feel like I'm going into this with a level of I don't trust you. And black people, they try to diffuse that shit. They're like, we both black. It's okay. Bro, but it's not, nigga.
That's what it is, yeah, man. But other than that, it's been a good week. So I guess before we get into the topics of this week, man, we get into some questions from the listeners. Yeah, man. So we got some good questions from the listeners this week, man. So first up, somebody asked us, what is the origin story of how this podcast got started?
Anthony got bit by a radioactive white supremacist, and he developed just a hankering for podcasting and spreading the good word of the Fuhrer. And that's just how most podcasts start. You know, you get bit by a radioactive guy with a shitty fade, and and he brought me in, and I'm kind of like I'm like the Green Goblin of the whole situation. No, I be hearing voices in my head like, black women, they don't split half on dates in the back of my head. I'm trying to fight it, but my voice is like, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They won't split the bill.
No, that's how it started. I was on the corner waiting for the light to turn green, and I got scratched by a black Israelite. and I went home. I put some peroxide on it, and I thought that healed the wound. And then I was trying to sleep at night, and I was just thinking, how much am I supposed to pay for rent?
Yeah, he has the only reason he wears a hat all the time is because underneath he has one of those koofies permanently attached to his head. And you know me, I'm the fucking I'm the complete opposite, you know.
Yeah,
I'm a white supremacist. That's just how podcasts start, you know. We come up with the worst ideas we can and we record them. Max, you know, he was the yeah. Literally, they got the wrong guy. He's the Las Vegas and we all were like, these are all terrible things that we've done. Why don't we all just come together? You talk about people, I talk about women being less, and you know, sell CMOS.
Yeah, you're the Umar to my Kevin Samuels.
We got matching necklaces, and if we clink them together, we all turn into one big gigantic 7 foot tall Charleston White.
Shit. No, this part.
And that's how we met. We are the Justice League of fragile masculinity.
Yeah. No, that's fucking hilarious, man. No, that how we got started. It's crazy because, you know, when I was 17, I think I mentioned this early on. When I was 17, I started recording stuff like early on. Like when I first got my first iPhone, I'll never forget this. I got the iPhone 3GS. That shit was taking like my whole little SolidWorks check. And that was like the first iPhone where back then, that's when we still had rollover minutes. So
damn.
So that's when somebody used to call you and you'd be like, yo, I gotta talk to you after 7.
I feel like I had my first iPhone might have been a 3.
Yeah,
but I don't remember having that. Damn.
Yeah, that's when like.
How old were you?
I was 17.
Oh yeah.
So that's when like your phone still came with like you got free nights and weekends. But if a nigga called you during the day, it's like, yo, I can't be using my anytime minutes just anytime.
Yeah, I remember not having texting on my phone. I remember I could only call.
Bro, I remember I got in trouble for texting. I got in trouble. My mom, I was at school one day. My mom snapped on me. I ran up the phone bill to like $200 for texting.
Joe, they was really just scamming. Phone bills used to be a fucking straight scam back then.
So yeah, with that phone, I would record a video. I would record videos every Thursday night and just upload them straight to YouTube. And it would basically be like podcasting in a sense now, but back then it was just more so inside jokes that people I knew would get. And I was doing that. And then when I turned 18, you know, I graduated high school, turned 18, freshman year of college, I started performing stand-up. But my vets at the time, this when everybody was kind of anti-internet. Mm-hmm. So my vets at the time was like, you know, pushing like, man, that internet shit, it's just a phase. Like, it's just a fad. Like,
and where are they now?
Doing the shows with no microphones. But they were just telling me like, yeah, you know, just focus on the stand-up. So that's kind of where I was at for a long time when I really should have been embracing the internet. And then, so, you know, as time was going on, just locked in, focused on the stand-up, but, you know, still being very opinionated, wanting an outlet to get out some of the ideas I would have, but they might not be just best for on stage. Because, you know, sometimes as being a comedian, you have these ideas that, you know, everything isn't funny. It's just sometimes you just want to say some real shit. But because of you being funny, people don't take you serious. So with the podcast, you know, I wanted to show a different side of me. But I didn't know who I was going to do it with. I wanted to do a podcast with like my homies that I went to school with in college, and like a few of my friends from high school. I was going to kind of rotate. But then I was thinking like, damn, how I'm gonna get back to Philly like once a week to record, or like, you know, a few times a month to record. And I bought the Roadcaster. I was like, let me just start gathering the equipment, because it'll force me to get started. And then, I don't know, I guess we was hanging together all the time, and it just made sense.
Yeah, I don't know how I think we just did it, and then it was like, all right, let's just keep doing it. It really just started as, let's try it out, and I think we just didn't stop. Yeah. And I think that's what we still are trying this out. I might not be here next week. Like, it was just a good idea at the time, and it just seems to... Yeah. The effort. It's a fun learning process trying to figure out how this shit is. Yeah. And then Max, you know, he was shooting up a and then we were like, look, buddy, put the gun down. Come here, give me a hug. And then he joined the podcast after that day. Still nigga still got blood on his hands, but he ain't been caught, so till that day, he's here with us.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and that's how we came to be. Like you said, that's what's crazy. It still is early in this.
How did you actually meet Max? Because I met him, he just was here. I walked in and I was like, oh shit, what's up?
Nah, and it was cool, my cousin Jojo.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then I seen he was like, yo, you know my man Baban? I was like, yo, he's funny as shit. And then he put up a thing one day saying that he needed help trying to figure something out like that. And I was like, oh dude, I do this. And then he hired me.
Yeah, just
came here, got a little interview.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, you beat out 3 other candidates.
Damn right. 2 of them are still. Ain't never gonna find them.
Yeah, and we just been rocking out since, man. So yeah, it's been a good, like you said, it's been a fun learning process throughout all of this. We still so early in this.
Yeah, this shit is like, because it's still a year old or some shit.
Yeah, it's still so like I said, I've been trying to look at this kind of like with stand up. You know, I've been doing stand up 13 years. Like in February, it'll be 14 years for me. So it's like with the podcasting, this still the first year, so we still just learning. But it's definitely been a fun process doing this, and I'm excited for the future of this. Definitely appreciate all the listeners, the day ones, or like, you know, the ones that just might start listening last week or a few days ago. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in and giving us a chance. And
I love that we have like I love having like a bunch of people that like just were looking for something and they found it, and now this is their thing, and it's gonna be really fulfilling to switch up on those people once this thing takes off. Fucking charge them for all this goddamn content, all this free shit. Your days are numbered. No, we keeping this shit free.
Yeah.
This is for all of God's children, you know, all of the people.
Because that's why even like, you know, talking to people, right? When I'm talking to other comedians and that have podcasts, so when I ask people for advice, you know, people will always say, man, yo, you got to start that Patreon as soon as you start your podcast. And that's the thing. I feel like when you do that, that's a sign that you in it for the wrong reasons. Yeah. Like, it was like, initially, why are you just looking to make money off of it instead of just, that was never that wasn't even the goal for stand-up, to make money off it. It was just to, like, connect with people.
Yeah, it just, it turns into, you do it for so long and you feel like, I'm good at this, I deserve money. This is a bit inside baseball, but I feel like it's relatable. Yeah. Yeah. Most comics, we're very entitled people.
Yeah. But I appreciate y'all just tuning in.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to buy my groceries, you know what I'm saying? I will send you pictures of my balls and my dick. I don't know. I don't even know. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. I'm just spitballing here. But OnlyFans. This really, honestly, like everything I do now at this point in my life is me trying to avoid having to fucking do an OnlyFans, because it seems like the only profitable way to do anything. You can't make money doing music. Your job not fucking giving raises that's consistent with fucking housing costs and shit. Like
that shit is real, bro. You either gotta have a trade or be a trade to make money in this. Yo.
For real. It's like you get a second job, you gonna work at fucking a coffee shop.
Yeah, it's like shit, you gonna be to make some money. It's like you gonna be laying some pipe either way. This shit is real out here, man. Somebody asks, another good question. Somebody asks, how do women shoot their shot successfully? And I feel like that's a tough question, because it depends what is success to that person. Cause it's like with women to shoot their shot, all the woman really has to do most of the times is like just look half decent and look at us.
Most of the time, I think women that have like, you know, that like level of confidence about themselves, or like that level of like, I'm the shit. You know, niggas supposed to talk to me. They'll just look, and if you don't go talk to them, then you missed out on them. Right. Yeah. In reality, they ain't really shit. They ain't got no goddamn money. Yeah. Ain't got no fucking house.
I know. That's what
they fucking aunt.
That's why, men, we're
fools. We be falling for that shit. Like, oh, she's so great. She's in school. And it's like, nigga, she dropping out next year.
I know, we be taking the bare minimum.
Yeah, we gotta.
If you look at us, smell good, you don't even gotta be dressed up. Just have some sweats on or some tights. That's about it. Yeah. And that's why like the value of dick is so low out here. It's like we're below. The value of us is it's like we almost not even a real currency. It's like dick is like Ush bucks out here.
It's really worthless. And I really wish, I think we really do need to value ourselves a little bit more, because I feel like in your mind it's like, well, I ain't had no pussy yesterday, so I need it today. But it's like, you could go a week and find, you know, somebody that actually matters. Yeah. Instead, you out here fucking just throwing that dick away. It's people that don't even need it. Like women, they just be gathering options. You know what I'm saying? They just be, all right, well, this nigga hit me up, this nigga hit me up, this nigga hit me up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That don't mean you gonna get picked out of that. Yeah. So you might as well just go after the people that you really want. Also, niggas don't be believing in themselves. That's a lot of niggas' problems. Yeah, that's why they be in like marriages and shit that they not happy with. Mm-hmm. They just settle. They're like, well, you know, she know how to cook. So what? Right. You don't like her? Bro, shit, man. That's really. I think people are like, well, I'm one of the people that's like, I don't see a lot of like relationships lasting no more. Yeah. You know, it seems like the divorce rate is high and shit. But people that seem to really fuck with each other don't do that. You know, they don't be breaking up. They don't be getting divorced like that. Oh, okay. It just be niggas that's like, well, I need a wife, and a girl that's like, I need a husband. Yeah. We want to have a baby, but you know what I'm saying? That don't got nothing to do with like your actual connection with the real person and shit. You know, You gotta wait. You really gotta wait till somebody fart around you. Yeah. You gotta wait till like somebody is like at their most disgusting. Like somebody gotta take a shit and you hear it and smell it.
That, and also I think when you go through some shit with somebody,
Yeah.
like when y'all at the verge of breaking up, but y'all actually work through it.
Yeah, like you gotta cheat on her to see how she handle that. You gotta be like, yo, how you gonna react? How you gonna react to catching me? You gonna overreact? You gonna act like I'm Hitler because I got some pussy? That mean you don't really think I'm a good person. I can't be with that. I can't be with a woman that don't think I'm a good person just because I'm. We can't use any of this. I'm sorry. You guys are. We can't. I'm sorry to put you guys in that.
No, that's fucking hilarious.
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about anymore. Weren't we supposed to be answering questions?
Yeah, how do women shoot their shots successfully? Yeah,
let's backtrack. Let's just delete all of that and start here. My bad. Yeah, so you said what they just look at you.
Yeah.
I think some women, it's kind of like a both sides kind of thing where it's like, I've noticed ugly women will just talk to, they'll just walk up to you like, "What up, nigga?" And like, "What's your name?" And you'd be like, "Ew, police." And there'll be like really attractive women.
No, but sometimes, an ugly woman could talk herself into looking good. Yeah.
But I think a really attractive woman, they'll be like, I want this. I'm like a person that gets what I want, so they'll go after that. But there's really no formula to it. I don't think there's just a certain way they go about it. Women don't really approach men the way we approach them. Yeah. On average,
which they should.
They should.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean,
they settle too. They just be like, they be picking the nigga that talk to them because they be like, well, nobody gave me attention all night, and then you end up starved for the shit, and now you with a nigga with shit stains in his drawers because you just ain't take initiative.
Yeah. Let me see. And the last question. I like this question. This is for the people that tune in to Tubi with us, man. This is a fuck, marry, kill. All right. Now these are the options: fuck, marry, kill. Crystal the Doll, Makiva Albritton, and from Fangirl, Charity Lovely, Badass Austin. She's definitely the for me.
I would just say because she's new.
Yeah,
she's new to us, not because I think she.
Yeah, we need to see more of her.
Yeah.
We need to see more. We definitely need to see more of her.
I'm fucking that level of crazy in their first introduction. That seems like it's promising going forward.
That is definitely the way that I would like to vote. But considering the fact that she's new, she has to. Nobody else, Makiva and Crystal Doll can't die.
Yeah,
they can't die.
Yeah, these are Detroit Choice Award nominees.
Yeah. I'm marrying Makiva because I don't want no light-skinned babies.
Okay.
I'm tired of y'all niggas. I'm sick of y'all. Because y'all think y'all the shit. Looking at every time you talk to a light-skinned motherfucker, they don't blink. So you can see their eyes and shit.
I actually like that choice. I think I was going to go with Makiva too, just because it's something about a woman that'll fuck up my life that I just can't turn away from.
Didn't she marry somebody actually? Didn't she just get married or like just had a baby by somebody?
She had a baby by the nigga she always playing movies with. What's his name? What is his name? He was in a few movies with her. Damn.
Well, no, there's like a new Tubi couple or a new Tubi like marriage or some shit, right?
Camille Hassan, he's having a baby with Mika Bevins, I believe.
Yeah, I remember. I forgot her name, but I know. Yeah.
Okay, Makiva Albritton, she's with James Perkins.
Yo, that's fucking really weird. That these people are all like in relationships making these movies. Like they making porn.
No, it makes sense though because the sex scenes are too real.
But like they be fucking other people on camera. Like would you really want to shoot a sex scene with your wife right next to you? Unless you want to be like, see, bitch, that's how you do it. Yeah. Sitting there laying around. being silent.
So yeah, let me see. I guess we get into some topics from.
I like that we both avoided saying fuck.
Yeah.
We didn't make that horny.
Yeah.
We found a good way to approach that question because that's always such a horny question.
No, we're gonna end off with the horniness later though.
Yeah.
No, but I guess we get into some topics from this week, man. It's been a crazy week from hip hop. You see, Lil Durk got arrested.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Like,
it's really sad. Lil Durk, and I actually didn't know his name was Durk. I thought that was a nickname, but yeah. Dirk Banks, also known as the rapper Lil Durk, he was arrested for his alleged involvement in a murder for hire plot. And this is it's a sad story. It's a sad story all around, just because this was so avoidable.
Yeah, really. Like it's just like, bro, people that make it and they're rich and they're from like pretty disadvantaged areas. I understand the like reason to try not to change too much, to be authentic, but to do shit like that's gonna ruin like everything for everybody that you helped out, that shit kind of sucks, man.
It do. And you know, I actually watched the video. You ever see the clip from when Wallow was talking to him?
Yeah, when he was crying.
Yeah, where Wallow was talking about how he had to forgive his brother's killer because he knew that was just going to keep eating at him, and he would want to retaliate, and he wouldn't be where he is today. Yeah,
that was some real shit. Like, it was a man crying, and I didn't even feel like I should laugh at it. Yeah, that's how you know that shit real. Because I was like, damn, these are tears that I genuinely identify with.
Yeah, and I saw somebody say, you know, how come Wallow, they was like, every time Wallow talks to a rapper and tells them to stay out of trouble, they end up getting arrested, right? They was like, is Wallow connected? They was like, is Wallow working with police involvement, or is, and the thing is, like, no, you could just, this is experience. This is a man in his 40s. It ain't hard to tell, like, when somebody is going down the wrong path. Like, we've all seen how this story plays out if you keep living a certain way.
He was in jail for 20 years, wasn't he? Like 15 years?
Right. So imagine
prison?
So imagine how many times he's heard the same story.
Yeah. I mean, everybody in prison don't come in broke. Like, a lot of people come in like, yeah, I lost everything.
Right. So
damn, 32. That's like 32. You basically made it out of trouble age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So the whole situation that Lil Durk is in, it was and I do want to be respectful to, like, you know, just everybody in this situation, because it was somebody that there's a few people that lost their lives throughout this whole just ongoing beef. And, you know, these are people, sons, brothers, you know, fathers. There's a lot of fathers. There's a lot of families being torn apart by the situation. And this beef all started initially with the whole beef with King Von and NBA Youngboy, and it's just trickled down to the parties that have been left. It's trickled down to the friends and family of both respective parties. So King Von, you know, he had the initial problem with NBA Youngboy, which that situation was silly. They started beefing just because King Von posted a picture with NBA Youngboy's ex. It's like, is it that serious?
To some people, yeah.
And that's why we talked about it before. It's like, to make it out of a impoverished community, to crash out over nothing. Then, you know, from that, King Von, he had his problem with Quando Rondo, which was, Quando Rondo is an artist and friend. I believe he was signed to NBA Youngboy's label, and Von was signed to Durk's label.
So where are they from? Because I know there's like Chicago. Yeah, it's like basically Chicago, like 2 cities.
Chicago, and I believe NBA Youngboy is from, I want to say Louisiana. Let me see.
It's also crazy that there's so much music beef, but I've never heard like any of these songs.
Yeah, he's from Baton Rouge. So, and it's like, that's the thing about these niggas beefing. It's like, we don't even have to cross paths.
Yeah, they're
like,
in different cities.
Right. That'll be like us in New York beefing with somebody in DC. It's like, we got so much money, we could just avoid each other.
But this is like how they got the money. So I feel like when you just don't know anything else, they just fucking, they just feel pulled in this direction to where it's like, this is the people that I came with and I have to like make them proud or some shit.
Yeah.
But realistically, you can't fucking please anybody, let alone everybody. Like, so, you literally can probably aim for pleasing your mother, and that's about it.
Yeah. So with their whole beef starting, and you know, it kind of reached like a major boiling point. It reached a major boiling point in November 6th, 2020, when King Von, he was at a club. He was at a hookah lounge in Atlanta, and he crossed paths with Quando Rondo and his crew, and they started fighting. And then in this whole situation, one of Quando Rondo's friends, he pulls out a weapon, ends up shooting King Von, and that's when Von lost his life. And it also made me think, you know, like, with this happening, you know, this couldn't have happened if Atlanta would have took the pandemic seriously. No.
I never thought about it like that, but you're right. Nobody would have fucking gotten
like
in any kind of trouble if people were inside.
Right. Y'all niggas was supposed to be quarantining, but Atlanta was like, you know what? The party don't stop. And that situation happened, and then from there, you know, it just turns into, you know, we got to get our get back. And then
also to that like Atlanta thing, where that whole like club scene, just in general, not just Atlanta, like the whole thing about just trying to flex on people and be better than everybody else, it's always going to end bad. Because you're like, I'm going to spend more money, I'm going to have more bitches over here, and then we have more bottles, and then eventually somebody's like, well, I can fucking kill you.
Yo, you know,
you can't kill me, and then they both end up dying. Like, it's just, it's pointless. We keep fucking buying into it.
I'm gonna get back to that flexing point later, because that was a great point. But so, you know, King Von, he lost his life. So in that, you know, it turns into, we lost one on our side, you got to lose somebody on your side. So with that, you know, they say, I believe it was 4 individuals that end up flying to LA, and the attempt was supposed to be on Quando Rondo's life, but they ended up taking the life of one of his friends. And in this is how Lil Durk, his name was mentioned, and they saying he allegedly had involvement because he paid for this. And well, that's what they're saying. They're saying that he was responsible somehow, and he was on the records, because the guys that flew out there and rented these cars, they saying that it was paid for. All right, now this is all alleged. They said he told them not to use his name or anything, but the guys, they ended up paying for it with the business credit cards. And this shit is so fucked up like that. It's like, nigga, you can't kill a nigga with a LLC, man. Like, this shit is crazy. It's like, yo,
they won a Grammy. He's 32.
It's like, nigga,
he made it.
You right. You made it out the hood just to kill a nigga and get cooked because you wanted to get some frequent flyer miles. It's like, yo, where they at?
I blame us though.
It's like, come out, they got us. And you went Delta Sky Lounge. These niggas are crazy, man.
But like, this is the type of shit that we buy into. You know what I mean? Like all these fucking kids. You see the comments online where kids be like, "Oh, you know, remember when like King Von died? They be like, oh, why you ain't slide?" I'm like, you're 13 and fucking in Indiana. What are you talking about? And like these fucking kids that just, we buy the music, we buy into this shit, we watch fucking like the like the academic shit, and it's just like, dude, these are all fucking nerds.
Yeah,
egging on people to murder each other. Right.
And I hate that. I hate when people mention beef in places that they would never step in.
Yeah, like we in New York, we're from Philadelphia. We really have no reason to even speak on this shit. But kids will literally like spam motherfuckers DMs and comments like, "Oh, somebody killed your fucking friend. You gotta go." You know what I mean? It's so stupid. And if we didn't buy the music, I feel like if we weren't giving people, they would sing about pussy again if we only bought that. Yeah, they wouldn't be singing about killing each other.
Bro, Mos Def, he said the realest thing on they asked us where hip hop is going. It's like, where are you going? And that's what it is. It's like the people really don't understand how much of an impact we have on these situations. Like whatever we feed into, that's what's going to get pushed more and more.
And I feel like I'm not gonna absolve us of our role in this, but it is some like psyop shit. Like who's working at the labels? Like who really has the money to go to the concerts and buy music and shit? Like it's all white kids and like white record executives that keep giving these people money to make albums. They mold the fucking images because they're like, this is what sells, so you're gonna do this. Like we buying into some CIA shit.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad watching all of this unfold. You know, they did the mayor of Broadview, Illinois. She's revoking Durk's key to the city. He was given the key to the city.
If I was in jail, I'd be like, keep that shit, bitch. I do not care. The key to the city, I'm in jail. What the fuck?
For real, that is not the key that I need right now, man.
Yeah, that shit is. But it does seem like that is the type of person you would give a key to a city, because like the nigga was in a gang, he went to jail and shit. So if he was like turning his life around, that would be like the perfect person to march all of the other kids that are on this fucking death path in the other direction. And
it is, when you look into Durk's story, it really is sad, because you know his dad just came home. His dad did 25 years. So it's like it's this whole cycle. His dad did 25 years. I believe his dad was arrested for like drug distribution in the early 90s. And they offered,
there it is, Ronald Reagan.
His dad came, and his dad came home in 2019, I believe. Dad came home in 2019. You know, Lil Durk, his older brother, like lost his life due to gun violence. Cause I'm not sure. I think it might have had something to do with this ongoing beef. But now you have two sons.
That's sad though. Like
to lose this, to essentially lose their lives to the street in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is just, it's sad for the most part, obviously, because like there's lives and shit. But the fact that we're literally all going to just move on to the next person. Like all these little white kids, they're going to move on to the next little rapper. Yeah. Make him think he's the shit, make him think he's invincible. And then when they essentially help guide him onto this same path, they're going to do it again with the next person until we've exhausted, until we realize that this shit is dumb and not really working.
And somebody said, I saw this discussion online, right, about hip hop journalism. Is the way that the music is covered, is that the issue, right? And they were saying a lot of rappers are getting in trouble now because of how everything is made so public, where you have these people that won't step aside the city, but at the same time they're posting YouTube blogs about it, right? Where you have like, I noticed there's one white guy with a huge following, and I believe he's in England, and he posts like he'll post like a full breakdown. Like he did like a 3-hour video on King Von about the alleged crimes that he was involved in, right? And they were saying like, you know, that's what's getting these rappers in trouble. But the thing is, the authorities know about all of this. I think it's easy. I think what's happening here is that it's much easier for the authorities to let this stuff play out in the streets and then say, all right, when that side is gone or almost depleted because they lost so many lives, let's go get the other side now. If somebody if
you a cop, if you a police commissioner, you're not gonna be like, okay, let's go get in the middle of this gang war. No, let the black people kill each other and then take the rest.
Yeah, because if somebody in Europe could piece all their shit together, of course the authorities in the city, they know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, and you think it's not no old lady in the window telling on everybody too? Like all it takes is one little old lady to call the police, and then boom, an investigation could start. Because they call the police on somebody parked on the wrong side of the street. So you think they're hearing gunshots and seeing somebody run this way, and nobody, like, that's not even snitching. That's just the old lady being nosy. Yeah. So there's really the whole illusion is the fact that they are operating in any kind of what do you call it, secrecy, or you know what I mean? Like everything they're doing, they're putting it on the phones. We all live in cities with traffic cameras and street cameras that can track you from one side of the city to the other instantly. So nothing we're doing is really what's the word? It's not secrecy, but nobody's operating any sort of criminal enterprise without everybody being fully aware. And then just eventually when the case is big enough to be bulletproof, that's when they go after you. Like they probably could have arrested him immediately after this fucking this last young guy died, but they're not gonna do that immediately because then the case he could walk.
Oh, and with them catching him, right? They called him. They said before they called him, like what kind of tipped him off. They said he tried to book 3 flights. They said he tried to book flights to Dubai, Italy, and Switzerland.
We need better lawyers in rap music too, because any lawyer would have been like, "No, that's fucking stupid."
Yeah.
If we gonna platform and give money to murderers and drug dealers, we gotta at least like try to help them out. You know what I mean? Like, yo, go in Lil Durk comments, yo, your lawyer ain't shit, get a new one. But instead we like, nah, go out and people so we have something to listen to.
It's task force for all of this shit. It's task force set up just to watch your online movements. You think these niggas not on American Airlines app?
Yeah, they're really on everything.
Yeah.
They have people that just scour all the socials. They know you. They know your associates. You know, like if your girlfriend can figure out where the fuck you was at, you think the little FBI can't do that shit?
Right. And watching this, and it's sad because I know Durk, he got a bunch of kids, right? I forget the exact number of kids, but I know it's more than 5, I believe. So it's like, it's so many black families in this that's being torn apart by the people going to jail, the people that lost their lives.
That was great. The fucking Google's search engine is improving a lot.
Oh, he does.
AI.
Yeah. He does have 5. He has 5 kids.
All you have to do is Google how many kids does Lil Durk have, and it just says 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. So like, that's 5 children. That's like now they have to deal with growing up with the uncertainty of when the next time they're going to see their dad. And it's kind of like the same thing with like the whole, we didn't talk about it, but like the whole beef with like Young Dolph and Yo Gotti, whereas like these are men that are like up 9 figures. To be up 9 figures and still be like entertaining dumb shit for the sake of I gotta keep it real. Like this shit is so pointless, man. It's the stuff that like we gotta change something within our culture. I was actually reading something, right, and it's a good point you made about the whole flexing, just how we flex on each other. I was reading, let me see if I can find this shit.
Was like an article or something?
Yeah, it was an article where they were talking about how like, a lot of people in African and Caribbean cultures, they participate in like kind of like a communal pot sharing. Whereas like, the whole certain communities, they'll put money into like an investment, like to invest together for that community.
Do you know what that's called?
I'm not sure, but it's like basically at the end of like a certain period, like say like the end of the week or if it's bi-weekly or monthly, one person that's putting in that pot, they get to use that lump sum, right? And it just rotates. So it'd be like if all of us would, like us 3 were to do that, like just put in money and we all just take turns of what we're going to do it, right? Or what we're going to use it. Now, with that, it's kind of like with artists, with rappers, right? We're all investing in this one artist from the community and they get a bunch of money from the community and then they flex that money back in our face. Whereas like, if one of us was to do that to each other, like we invest in money together and then one person was to like throw the money in your face like, look how much money I got more than you.
Well, I think they do that because musicians are scammers now. Yeah. Like they know that the music they pushing out is bullshit. That's the problem with music being infiltrated with drug dealers. They're used to selling inferior products and telling you that it's better than it actually is, and obviously we're buying it.
Damn.
So like we letting people that would fucking put fentanyl in heroin tell us that their music is good and that we should buy it. This nigga's telling us who he is every fucking chance he gets. And I mean, it's cool. Like, I'm not gonna knock none of the hustles, but we got to be smarter as consumers, because that's really, I don't blame people for trying to make money however the fuck they can. That's what we all gonna do. But like, we can't just keep falling for the same shit regularly. Somebody signs a deal with a record label after they make a fucking YouTube video that has 1 million views, and we all eat that shit up. Oh, this is the next guy.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the record label. We all know what they do. They prop somebody up, exhaust their fucking creativity, and move on to the next person. And we just keep falling for it.
Since we kind of talking about, like, you know, just rappers getting in trouble and stuff like that, just to get all the sad shit out the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it all out the way because I want to talk about assholes again.
Yeah. Sadly, Big Hit has found himself arrested again.
Well, what did he do? You told me, but
so Big Hit Boy's father, we actually talked about his music back on
that nigga like Cat Williams.
episode 27.
Yo, look at him.
He definitely do. Old niggas love a perm, man.
If I got my hair at that age, you better believe I'm getting a perm.
Yeah, I can't even be mad at him. Shit, I would love to throw some relaxer in my scalp.
You should honestly grow it out, get a perm. You just gonna have a side of forehead with it.
So we talked about Big Hit back on episode 27, but it said, so Big Hit, looking into the life story of him, right? It said he spent pretty much the last 30 years of his life, you know, in and out of jail. So I believe he served 2 lengthy sentences, and I don't know like how long he's been out in between them, but I know he was facing like a 15-year sentence for drugs. I'm not sure like what happened in that situation, and then like another 12-year sentence for something else. And now
it'd be boring out here though. Like, to be honest with you, yeah, wake up like, nigga, I might as well just be fucking in jail. This shit corny.
I get to chill with the homies.
Yeah, I can play ball. Like,
right.
I don't never want to play basketball because there's always other shit I gotta do. But when you in jail, you can just read, play basketball, do push-ups,
and work out for free.
Like every time I'm like, all right, I could do 1,000 push-ups today, but I gotta fucking finish this book. I gotta write some material. I gotta go to the fucking grocery store. Them niggas feed you,
bro.
They let you outside on certain intervals.
Them niggas don't gotta worry about podcasting.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but like, shit, if you already been there, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go back.
Right.
Every once in a while.
I could
visit.
I could go chill with my friends, or I could get yelled at for wetting up the bathroom floor.
Yeah. Like, you ever be in a dry spell? You're like, fuck it, I might as well just be locked up. Ain't no hoes out here anyway. They ain't gonna be there no matter where I'm at.
I ain't getting no ass.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't getting the ass that I want. Man, this shit is sad because, and when I look at it, right, it's like, once I found out he spent this much time in jail, I kind of understood why Hit Boy would want to make an album with his dad. Because it's like, now, it's like he's been away for so long. So it's like, I don't care if this music is the best. I don't care how this music sell or anything. It's like, I just get to spend time with my dad. So,
yeah, and on kind of the best terms possible. Because as a producer, you get to work with people, whoever the fuck you want. Your dad could just be there like, yo, my dad had this verse. You want to do a song? And then it sound fun, you know? And he got real stories to tell.
Yeah, and it kind of made me think of, you know, Aziz did that.
Who?
Aziz Ansari. He did that with the show Master of None.
His dad was on there?
Yeah. He had his dad on the show. So that way, like, and it was just on some shit like, it ain't like his dad was ever in the industry or anything, but it's just like, damn, I get to do the thing I love and I get to do it with my dad.
It was also a really good episode.
Yeah.
That shit was heartfelt. So
it's like, man, that shit is, I would love to make an album with my dad. Just me and my dad just vibing the chopper style. Ugh. So no, man, shout out to, you know, I hope the best for this family. That shit is a fucked up situation.
Yeah, we gotta ask ourselves what the fuck we're doing. Like, why is so many people? I mean, I understand you know, it's a fucking goddamn, it's a prison country, whatever. But like, why are so many people that are popular getting in legal trouble? Yeah. Like, why are the people that are like hold relevance in the black community? And again, this shit is put on us. Mm-hmm. We don't create the fucking media. We don't create the outlets. I mean, you know, we support them, you know, but like, why does the fucking tabloid shit that applies to us always gotta involve such negative shit?
Yeah. Like,
why is the perspective of what black people want to consume so awful all the time?
That's real. But I guess there's some other music news though that I do like.
It's Tubi's fault.
Yeah. Tyler the Creator is dropping a new album this Monday.
Yeah, he's you know, one of the he's a good example of like a black person that, you know, he's a weird nigga. He's gay, and he used to talk about white women and say the F word. He's a very puzzling figure, but I like it.
I love his evolution.
Yeah,
I love the artist that he's growing into from the first introduction until now, just to see the growth. But I like this whole concept of dropping the album Monday, and he said the album comes out Monday 6 a.m. so that way you could listen to it, like, you know, to start your day. Just not even just to start your day, to start your week. Because, you know, most of the albums, I think the music industry kind of changed when Beyonce dropped that surprise album. That's when they started dropping that Fridays on midnight. And everybody's just shifted their whole approach. Because you remember, albums used to drop on Tuesdays.
I don't remember that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, albums used to drop on Tuesdays, and then it changed to the whole Friday thing at the Beyonce. But Tyler, he's doing this just to give the listeners a chance to fully digest the album and actually live with it throughout the week.
That's good.
It's great because with an album dropping at midnight on Thursday, it's like you done stayed up the whole night, you tired out of it, and now it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you on track 14 of a future album.
Yeah. Also, what kind of psychopath is staying up till midnight to listen to a Tyler the Creator album? Like, you gotta make sure there's no women around, for one. So it's midnight. You clearly depressed because there's no women around, and you don't got nowhere to go because you're not going outside. And they playing Tyler the Creator. So like, it does make sense for somebody that has control over their music output, and he makes music for people that like to listen to throughout the day. You know what I mean? It's not all party shit.
Right.
So
and
like, that's smart.
It's definitely smart because that's the kind of vibe. That's we need more artists to do that, because
we need more like experimental shit. We need people to like be willing to put out shit that sucks, but they try something new instead of just hearing the same beats and the same rhyme scheme. Just boom, 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 boom until the next 6 months another trend comes out.
It's funny you say that because I actually found the tweet of mine. This was from like 2018.
Oh shit, that's scary. You should probably delete all of those. I
was going through my old tweets, and there was a tweet I had tweeted this. I said there's about 50 rappers out right now that sound like the same two niggas. I don't even remember who I was talking about.
Yeah,
because so many of them sound the same.
Yeah, it's all the same exact shit. Especially now, it seems to be like it's divided by like region, where it's like whatever region you're from, this is what y'all sound like, and then
no, I would say is actually, I get what you're saying, but it used to be a time where the regions would be more identifiable.
Yeah,
whereas
I totally get that.
And I know like Not Like Us kind of has been overplayed this year, but I like it for the fact that this sounds like California.
Yeah, I love that aspect of it. Like,
all right, this is even with him shouting out like Oakland, and it's like, this is definitely a Bay Area sound, like that bounce to it. Or, you know, before you used to could tell when somebody was from Atlanta, but now it's like
it all sounds like Atlanta now,
right?
Or
now,
Detroit, I guess, the past couple of years.
Yeah, you hear a song now, you think it's somebody from Atlanta, and you're like, hold up, this nigga from Brownsville? It's like, this shit is so confusing.
Yeah, and it's like, obviously that's going to happen with the internet, people sharing shit instantly, but there's just a loss of identity for the sake of trying to be in the know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Trying to be within like the popular scope of things, where it's like, this is what people want right now, so I'm gonna do that. And I get that, but you gotta still fucking, like, it's music. You supposed to be making shit you want to make. But I mean, again, we talking about niggas that sell drugs and just trying to sell shit. So yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing though, because you got like drug dealers, and then it's like Tyler the Creator. We need more people in the middle of that. Because if you tell a nigga that only like Babyface, right, like, yo, listen to this Tyler the Creator, they can be like, nigga, suck my dick. I'm not listening to that weird ass shit. There's got to be some more shit in the, like Outkast. That shit was for everybody. That was you weird. You identified with it. You from fucking whatever type of environment that they grew up in, you identify with it because they were just like multifaceted people.
Right. Let me see.
But now niggas either shooting each other or they grabbing dicks.
It ain't no in between.
Or they Diddy and they grabbing everything and shooting people. They killed Tupac and fucked Meek Mill. It's an insane resume. Then I don't even look up to nobody no more.
Bro,
who am I supposed to look up to? Martin Luther King?
Yo,
he don't rap.
That shit is crazy. You know how gangster you gotta be to fuck the gangster rappers?
Yeah. That nigga's like a LL Cool J and In Too Deep.
Shit.
Nah, that is fucked up that we're like, man, Lil Durk going to jail, Meek Mill gay. Who do I draw inspiration from? Nigga, read a book. What the fuck? Go back to school.
Shit.
I'm talking to myself.
Also, man, I wanted to spotlight the WNBA. I know it's like the off season, but it's two things I wanted to spotlight. One, I forgot to talk about this earlier in the year. I actually did find out why their games are so early.
Why?
Because they have a lot of camp days. So like during the summer, it's a lot of summer camps. So what they do is they might offer like a discounted price for tickets, or they might give away free tickets to kids that are in camps. So that way, now these children they get to come to the games early. I mean, the children they get to grow with the games basically.
Does the NBA do summer camps like them?
No, because I mean the NBA year is over at the NBA season is over in June.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say. Oh, because it goes through the summer, so they're working. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, say if like you like part of a boys and girls club in that city, or
that's probably the best way to get people to watch the WNBA, to make sure like kids grow up watching it.
Right. Yeah.
Because it'll be normal. You be like, yeah, there's an NBA. The WNBA is still kind of new to me. Like
it's super new. Like the WNBA started, I believe the first season was in 96 or 97. So it's like the WNBA, yeah, the first season was in 97. So the WNBA shit is so new. I got 5 years on it. Like
what year was it founded?
In 97.
97? Damn.
Yeah, so it's so new. So now you have a generation of kids that's going to grow up knowing that women play basketball.
Yeah.
Whereas like previous generations knew they played basketball, but not on such a competitive level. Yeah,
that's the thing that was missing, the competitiveness. Because like a little boy, he getting real good at basketball. You're like, well, if he gets really good at this, there's somewhere for him to go. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that WNBA could actually sustain life.
Yeah, because with women, it was like, all right, it used to be a time where I know this could get me to college, but it's like, what do I do after this point? It's like, I'm gonna put all my time into this, getting good at this, but it's like, for what? When can I make a career out of this? So yeah,
I would rather play for the WNBA than do fucking Microsoft Excel. So even if that's the thing where, like, you saw, I think it was like Reese or something. She was saying she can't afford her apartment.
Yeah.
And her apartment, regardless of however much it costs, or if she needs to scale back her lifestyle or something. I think it's just like the love. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, a lot of comics, they don't make a lot of money, but it still beats having to clock in every day and do some shit you don't want to do.
Oh, I know.
So like, yeah. I'm trying not to be like hurtful to you. I know how it is, but like, and I'm not saying like basketball players should do this shit for the love, because people are making millions off of them. Mm-hmm. But that shit is missing from a lot of entertainment and sports, where people are just like, the love is gone.
Yeah, honestly, like that it was never the goal. It was just, and I always tell people that. I always tell people, like, I didn't get in comedy to make money. If I wanted to make, like, when I started comedy, I was at school pursuing a degree to be an accountant. If I wanted to make money, I definitely would have stayed doing that. Shit, ain't no insurance in this game. Ain't no insurance, ain't no 401k. I can't buy no. I can't buy no stock points into a comedy club.
Yeah, you can't do a lot of shit. And if people are making money off of your face, you definitely deserve to be compensated. But that point isn't talked about enough to where people are just like, you know what, shit isn't working out, but at least I'm getting to follow my own dream instead of helping somebody else with theirs. You know, you doing accounting, you working at a company, somebody that founded the company, you know, them liberating their family from poverty and having their own business that they could pass down. Like that was their dream. And now you just doing the numbers for that shit.
Yeah.
You know, if you could do that, cool. But if you don't want to do that shit, find something else and be grateful that you got it. And this ain't me telling women to be grateful for not getting paid and shit. Just everybody got to be more grateful for shit that they actually get to do instead of have to do.
Yeah. But I wanted to play this clip. So this past week, Shaq, he was on Angel Reese's podcast. And it was two things that happened on there from, like, you know, I just saw a few clips from it. But it was one clip. One, it made me uncomfortable watching it. You know, I know because we talk about, like, you still got to remember, like, these players, like Angel Reese, she's so young. Like, you kind of forget sometimes when you watch sports, like, even though this person is a professional athlete or this person is making this amount of money, you forget, like, damn, this is a person they don't really know. They don't really know life yet. They haven't really experienced thing yet.
Yeah, how old is she? Like 21?
She like 22. She just finished college.
Yeah, she's a fucking.
I mean, she might be
child.
She might be 6'5", but
she's 6'5".
I think so. She
Damn.
like 6 foot. Yeah, big ass child.
Yeah.
But no, she probably like, how tall is it? She probably like 6'3", 6. How tall?
6'3". Okay,
Yeah,
I was about to say 6'5". She didn't strike me as.
Yeah, but yeah, she's 6'3". So
6'3" is pretty tall though.
But she still is like so young. And she had Shaq on a podcast, and Shaq was talking about, you know, one of the things that might make the game better is if they switch up the uniform a little bit. I'm gonna play that clip right here.
Duncan,
all right.
Bro, Billy the Duck. Bro, imagine you in
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, Duncan. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
Oh God.
Them same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right, all right.
That was like giving real like uncle at the cookout energy. Where it's like, nigga, you know we related, right?
Yeah, that's gross. And he don't even real. His voice is so fucking creepy. He can't get away. He don't got a hey, you know, if you wear shorts, people will want to see it more. Yeah. You should wear the shorts again. Like, he just sound like a fucking monster, dude. It sound like Mr. Water News from Monsters Inc.
It's like he don't realize. It's like, bro, you in that unk phase now. You can't do that no more. This is you can't. It goes from a point where it's not playful anymore. It's like, yeah, now you're just creepy.
Yeah, like that's her pop basically saying that shit. Like if he was 22, then she'd be like, nigga, stop. You know, it'd be funny. Yeah. But also like the fact she really don't I don't think we should be over sexualizing her. One, because she's 22 and she's not here for that. She's playing basketball. But it's like she's not outwardly sexual. She just, you know, she's just young and attractive. That's right, it. Like, she's not really trying to flaunt. Yeah. She's not asking for a lot of attention. She just trying to look good. She got money. It's natural. Yeah. I mean, we do need that. The WNBA do gotta be a little sexier. There's no reason to have titties and you just acting like it's no titties. If the NBA had titties, they would have a fucking mascot with titties.
You think they need to change up the uniform a little?
Yeah, just make it see through right here.
See through the logo.
Yeah,
just cut the nipples out, man.
Yeah, but Shaq can't suggest that. That's the thing. Hey, you guys should wear. So your butt. You guys got nice butts. You should play basketball with your butts out. You got fucking old ass. He only 52, but he's just a 7 foot bald raspy voice nigga. You can't talk to women how you want to just because you rich.
Come here, let me put some icy hot on you.
Sometimes my back hurts. I put icy hot on my back. You should try it out. You should put icy hot on your knees and your back. That's so creepy, man.
No, but this is also another thing he was telling her on how they could get paid more. And I was actually surprised that she stayed calm during this shit.
What he said something else creepy?
It's not creepy, but it was like would be considered like it was disrespectful and could be considered misogynistic.
I mean, it's only one real answer that would make the WNBA. They gotta start dunking. That's it.
But also too, this is a 50-year-old black man. Like at some point, I do expect the nigga to be a little misogynistic.
True. I do have to remember not to hold men to. I don't hold men to as high of a standard as I wish I could.
Not saying that it's. I'm not saying that it's all right, but it's kind of like.
Don't set yourself up for failure. You know.
What
you got to. You know what I'm saying, you don't expect too much from niggas.
Right. Yeah. Not even just niggas. It'd be like shit. You know, when I'm at Cracker Barrel, I expect them to be in the back like calling me a nigga.
Yeah.
But I have a solution for that, and nobody's gonna like my solution.
I'm here.
So let me explain why I came up with this solution first. In women's beach volleyball, let's just say that the net is 10. For women, it's lower just a little bit. I'm not saying lower it to 9, 5, 9, 6, but just 9, 9.
Just so we can dunk?
Yes. No. See. And
I hate when men say that.
But listen, that's the only difference.
We start dunking, then what?
Watch. We got shooters. Y'all got shooters. Oh, guys got some handles. Girls got some handles. Oh, we got this. We got that. Oh, we got talkers. Oh, we got brawls. Only thing is missing is the dunk.
I don't feel like it still would change.
I'm telling you.
I don't think.
Now, I'm with Angel Reese.
Oh, he said they should lower the.
They should lower the rim so they'll be able to dunk.
No, they should just dunk regular.
I don't think dunking is going to improve it. Like, yeah, dunking is cool to see in the NBA, but it's so many. I don't like Allen Iverson off of his dunks, or like Kyrie Irving. It's so many.
But he can.
But no, they can dunk. But it's like that's not the most exciting part of their games. Even when we look at like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, all great dunkers. But when somebody says Kobe, they're not dunking. They shooting a paper ball in a trash can fading away or something. Yeah. So they'll get like the dunks is cool, but it's really not what gets them paid. It's so shit. Honestly, a lot of times the best dunkers in the NBA might not even be a lot of the times in the NBA, the best dunkers on the team aren't even the best player on the team. They're just the most athletic. So I don't think the pay has anything to do with them not being able to dunk or anything. It's just, the game is so young. The game is so young. And now that as it's growing, as they're getting more teams in the league, the competitiveness is growing also with it.
I just think if they want men to watch it, they either got to do dunks or titties.
Yeah, don't lower the rims.
Yeah, like I thought men were like fucking
hem the shirts. You worried about taking that rim down an inch? No, man. Let us see that belly button.
Yeah. yo, that'd be team tramp stamps. That shit will go crazy. If everybody in the WNBA start wearing midriff shirts and they all got to get a tramp stamp of the team. That's how you.
Shit, if you in.
That's how you compete with NASCAR. I don't know. I do acknowledge that the WNBA isn't gonna be. It's not gonna be successful until women watch it.
Yeah.
They need you. We need each other.
I guess before we get into the movie, I just want to I hate to get back to being sad, but hip hop pioneer, want to send prayers and condolences to DJ Clark Kent, man. You didn't hear about that? No. DJ Clark Kent, he passed this week.
You just hearing that?
Yeah. Damn. I'm sorry to break this news to you. Yeah, DJ Clark Kent, man, he passed away this past week after a battle with colon cancer.
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man, that shit is wild. Like, cause we keep talking about health and just losing pioneers. And DJ Clark Kent, legendary DJ producer.
Yeah, this podcast has turned into like a horny obituary podcast. So horny Tubi obituary. Sorry. Sorry. Let's stay on task. 58. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to DJ Clark Kent.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit is yeah, that shit, yeah, lost battle with colon cancer, man. And you know, I guess the best prevention or is like early detection. Early detection, man.
How do you, is that a colon cancer? Is that the
colonoscopy, the finger.
That's not the finger?
Yeah. I think is that oh, it's a camera now?
Oh, okay.
But even then they check for other cancer, like when they check other cancers for different kind of ways. They don't, like when they check for brain cancer, they not putting the camera in your ear. Why can't I get my ass scanned?
I think honestly it's like a cost thing. You know, I think it's just expensive. Cheaper? Yeah, I think it's just like, look, we could do this super easy if we just sorry, was the noise the noise make it inappropriate? I'm trying to be serious here. Yeah. I really again, like we talk about this every week, like this shit is a serious.
Yeah,
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I'm sure
because we see this shit in our own families.
Yeah, especially like with like, you know, black men.
Yeah, we don't take care of ourselves as well as we should, and we leave. That's the other thing. Like, you gotta live for the people around you. You know, if you married.
Yeah, that's why, man. Like, shit. I'm trying to get myself together, trying to cut off. I mean, I know you was talking about you were cutting back on your diet, right? Trying to eat like less like flesh, like
Yeah, I have been eating less animal protein.
That's a great way. That's a great way to describe it. Yeah, animal protein. That's a great way to describe it.
You're not gonna catch me.
Yeah. No, same. I've been doing that too. Shit, I just I've been in here frying up my, like, you know, roasting some asparagus, Brussels sprouts, all of that. I got a bunch of fruit.
Those are like, I never ate those as a kid, but those are in top tier vegetables. Yeah. Brussels sprouts and asparagus, you could do a lot with that shit.
Bro, that shit.
Cauliflower?
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah, I've been trying to get all my green vegetables in. I got a bunch of fruit in here. I ain't gonna lie, before y'all came, I did have some Wendy's just because Pepsi going. And this was like the first time I could actually sit and enjoy my food without having to give him some fries and nuggets.
Here's the thing that's funny about that. You never had to give him fries or nuggets. You just give in every time.
I know. I'm over here. I'm raising a cockapoo with type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, sugarfoot dog.
What? How did Pepsi lose his leg? Did he get hit by a car? Nah, man, just too many carbs. Shit, man. Prayers and condolences to the loved one of Clark Kent, man. Hip hop legend. I hate to tie, like, you know, one person that did so much great work to like just one piece of art or anything, but he's most known for like tracking the beat for Players Anthem, Junior Mafia. He helped put together the collaboration of Brooklyn's finest, Jay-Z and Biggie. He was just very instrumental in a lot of aspects of hip hop. Yeah, I guess you got anything else before you get into the movie?
There's really not I hate news cycles during election years.
Yeah,
because they really just focus on, and if they could avoid talking about Israel sending missiles to Iran, they probably would. But that's really all the news is. Israel is doing some evil shit. Somebody was retaliating with some other evil shit, and Trump versus Kamala. And that's all the news.
Yeah. It's wild that with the whole election thing, you know, you saw yesterday that Beyoncé, she came out with Kamala.
Yeah.
In Houston, Beyoncé, and on the other side, you know, Trump, he did the podcast with Rogan, which is
the white Beyonce.
Yeah, which is, bro, that
we are Beyonce.
That's what's crazy. You know, do you know how straight of a path we have to stay on to reach that level of fame?
What, like You and I to reach the level of Joe Rogan fame?
Like just like any other race.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Beyonce had to work on this shit from the time she was 5. She had to perfect her voice, perfect her dance moves, stay out of controversy, stay out of trouble. Joe Rogan had to watch people eat horse dick on NBC.
I watched him watch that, so I'm part to blame. I've watched a lot of those episodes.
He watched people lay in beds of roaches. I know niggas that laid in beds of roaches.
Then they just made millions of dollars off a North Philly simulation. So you know them niggas ride horses. What you think they doing when they ain't got nothing to eat? The poppy store closed. You just gonna not eat the horse's dick?
That shit is crazy, the stuff we had to do, man.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, I guess before we get out of here, man, back with another one. As usual, the Tubi movie of the week. This one, we actually kind of had a different opinion on this movie.
What Dangerous Thirst?
Yeah, Dangerous Thirst.
Here was my first impression of the movie. So when you're on Tubi, you're searching for Dangerous Thirst. You're just gonna type in Dangerous, and then the results go Dangerous Thirst. There's a identical movie called Dangerous Affair. There's also Dangerous Seduction, and then the rest of the results are similar posters with a red font. Like it's look at it. I brought proof. This is what happens when you search for Dangerous Thirst. It's all the same shit.
Damn.
And it's just like
it definitely is.
My problem was did we watch the worst one or the best one out of these?
We watched the worst Dangerous movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie just came out, and I think we might have to start watching movies where the star has a nickname. I think that's it. This one stars Brittany B. Star Williams, and this movie.
I hate these things where they're like, because they include the nicknames as if we know them. Like, oh, so this is Brittany Williams, but you may know her as B. Star. We don't fucking know these people. You may know her as Lovely Badass. No, the fuck I don't. Because these are new people. Come correct.
Yeah, you can't give yourself your own nickname.
Yeah, you may know me as Huge Dick Morris. No, you don't.
This movie. So this movie right here came out 2024. It's about a couple that's trying to spice up their marriage, but it honestly seems like it's not the couple's idea. It's more of the husband's idea, trying to spice up their marriage, and they step into the world of swinging. But stepping in this world, it comes with a price. And I'm not gonna lie, I like this movie because I didn't know what to expect as the movie was going on. So that was the one thing. It wasn't like a boring route of this happens, so then this happens. It was a lot of twists and turns throughout it.
There were stakes. There were some kind of surprises, which I got, but I'm not really.
Yeah.
They got some fucking headshots here.
Yeah, about 6 out of 20.
Or the main people? Do the main people have them though?
Yeah.
So Brittany B. Star is the main character. Well, one of them. Yeah. The main character is a couple. She doesn't have a headshot, which is like, how are they booking these movies? That's my question.
But this movie, I like this movie. It was enough to keep me interested. It started off with I was interested from the beginning. Around the 4th minute mark, I don't know if you recall the scene where the woman was taking a shower. She was taking a shower, and it seemed like for a good 30 seconds, that shower had nothing to do with the movie. They just wanted to show her nipple. Yeah,
and it was fucked up because, I mean, we can give away this part. It's the first scene in the movie.
Yeah.
There's an allusion to when she was a child. Her dad used to, do things.
Oh,
and the next scene is her in a shower, and I'm just like, can you buffer that? Can you give us a fucking chaser? Like, I don't want to go from that shit to seeing, well, this is what she looks like now. Hot, huh? Like, nigga, come on. And this is Shannon Washington. I thought it might be a woman director, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I think I'm developing a specific form of Tubi depression watching these movies. Like a form of hopelessness and just cynicism. Fucking with these movies. I'm gonna include Brittany B. Star Williams in my note. I'm gonna thank Makiva and Crystal the Doll for their contributions. I'm like, y'all did all y'all could. But this is Lovely Badass's fault.
What else there? Oh, another thing with this movie, the audio. There is some issues with the audio. It kind of gave me like an Hollywood effect. Yeah. Where because her father was supposed to have this African accent, I thought, is this movie from like the African region? But no, it was just you could tell that they shot the movie and they were mic'd up, but in post they didn't sync up the audio right with their mouths, so there was a slight delay. And I finally caught on about an hour into the movie where the main guy, his mic was just all the way down and you couldn't hear him at all. So when you watch this at some point, you will have to turn on the captions.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good mark of a movie for like the first 5 minutes. You think, damn, these people were decimated by King Leopold. That's why this movie sucks. It's not their fault. It's colonialism that's making this movie so bad. But no, this shit was America. You're like, damn, these niggas don't got no water. The infrastructure was fucked up. But this shit is like made in English. They just dubbed over. I think like the microphone's fucked up and they dubbed over the whole movie. Yeah. It just felt like, you know how BET does like redoes curse words? Mm-hmm. It felt, the whole movie felt like a BET censored version of the movie.
Like when you watching Juice and he says, man, suck my toe.
Yeah, that's my favorite shit.
Yeah. The main character,
Trevion, and Royale.
Trevion and Royale, you know, they're a married couple and they're swingers, and you know they decide to go to a swingers party one day.
Yeah, this is like the classic Tubi couple. You got Pushover and Literal Monster. The woman's the pushover. The guy is just like a demon.
So you know they're at the swingers party, and he recognizes his friend, even though it's a masquerade swingers party where they got masks. You know, his friend stood out to him. How would you feel we was at a swingers party and I recognized you by your fro?
How did you notice me? I thought this mask was foolproof. If I caught somebody I knew at a swingers party, I probably would just blackmail you. I don't think I would like try to have a conversation.
I know that nigga over there naked with that skateboard. He got nothing on, but he keep trying to spray paint everything.
I'm at an orgy tagging the walls.
This scene was crazy because in this, you know, I'm thinking he's legit there just to meet other couples. Cause we did watch one where I forget the one movie where the guy he wanted to he was trying to talk his wife into having a threesome with them. Yeah. So I thought this was going to go along those lines until Trevion, he gets mad at his wife.
They didn't really go back to that point. Yeah. They was just like, so he like niggas. Next. Next scene. That was really what I thought what the movie was going to be about. And I'm glad it didn't turn into, you know, just a weird, like, you know, being mean to gay people kind of thing. But it didn't make that much sense. Yeah.
But what you said, 7-10 when they was at the office?
Yeah. Right. It's like, it's going to be like 2 minutes long, so you're going to have to find out where to cut it. But I didn't get that scene either. Yeah. That character doesn't come back. She just calls her a bitch and then is gone. They're so mean to the women in these movies. Yeah. Her dad used to fuck her up.
No, they mean this. They mean this shit to the women in these movies, and that's why I really didn't even like this scene when they had the whole conversation about the swinger parties, where it's like he basically made it seem like she had no say so in this, even though she was willing to live out his kinks.
Well, if your husband gonna fuck niggas, then kind of you don't really have a say so in that. Word of advice to everybody out there: if you're married and your husband out here fucking niggas, you can't do nothing about that. You just gotta staple that rainbow flag to your front
Trust is
door
how some of our
and go about your business. Unfortunately, that's what's fucked up about right now. Like, if your husband cheat on you with niggas, you gotta support him. You gotta accept them.
That is true, cause it's different. It's like, ladies, you could come to somebody as a woman.
Yeah.
You could come to another woman as a woman. You can't come to like a man as a woman. And that's why I didn't like this whole part where he was like, "Well, we need rules and boundaries for us." It's like, we gotta stay safe in this. We gotta stay safe, and if your partner is going to do something a little freaky, you want to make sure they're comfortable with it.
I just think that's a weird way to try to grow a relationship.
What, add another nigga?
Yeah, like y'all could just go to church, counseling. Nah, let's just get some dick in here. I have no respect for polyamory. I'm sorry.
You know what this relationship needs? Some more meat. Yeah. But all in all, man, I mean, it's an hour and 15 minutes. So
I really haven't seen a movie we could recommend in a little while.
yeah,
We're just taking a lot of bullets right now for everybody.
Yeah, it's tough because I am trying to break out of that mode of our normal. We're trying to break out of that mode of our normal Tubi people, because we seen them in a lot of roles, and also I'm sure they busy in their own relationships. Like a lot of our Tubi stars, they're out here giving birth and building future Tubi stars.
It's honestly selfish of them to try to have lies when they know that Tubi needs them.
Yeah, that shit
like
is,
that's like the equivalent of Tony Stark dying.
No, but it's going to be cool to see when Camille Hassan and James Perkins, to see their children grow up together in this Tubi universe, and spawn off into different characters.
Yeah, it's gonna be like LeBron and Bronny playing together. Both of them fucking a stripper together.
You're gonna have DeMarcus Harvey and his son on the same corner. Yeah, so yeah, I definitely would like to see this next generation of Tubi stars. If y'all looking for something to check out Dangerous Thirst.
Or watch Dangerous Seduction. Or fucking what's the other one? Dangerous
Was
Mouth.
it Dangerous Affair?
Dangerous Butthole. Dangerous Affair.
Just go on
Dangerous
Tubi.
Housewife.
Just go on Tubi and type in Dangerous, man, and see what pops up. But yeah, man, we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning into another episode with us, man. We definitely appreciate y'all for returning each and every week. If you enjoy the pod, just spread this. Help us continue to grow this thing. We definitely appreciate the questions each and every week. If it's any cities that y'all would like to see us in, man, reach out, because we would definitely love to pull up on y'all. And shit, even if you don't want to see us, just say it so we can feel wanted. Follow us on our personal pages, follow us on the podcast page, and just keep engaging with us as this thing continues to grow, man. It's been a good one. I'm Anthony Moore.
I'm Asante.
Maxwell.
And we out of here.